The late great Andrew Breitbart once said that politics is downstream from culture. That is why I tend to support artists and documentaries, maybe storytellers like the folks at Red Pilled America, artists like Bryson Gray, Tom McDonald, and this guy I'm going to share with you today named Samson, because they are a way of having the culture affect politics, because they do things in pop culture that can be catchy. You notice when things get repeated a lot, it seems like that's the norm, when oftentimes it's just what's popular. I really don't think a lot of issues that we see that we don't like are really as popular as they seem. They just get a lot of airplay. And when you really start polling people and can get them to be honest, they'll start telling you, yeah, I'm not really down for that. Well, this is a fun song, and I'm squeezing it in because it does deal with immigration. A few weeks ago, I shared a video which was a remake of Cash Rules Everything Around Me by Wu-Tang Clan, but it was totally AI generated. And since AI deals with IT, and this channel pretty much talks about IT and policy that can affect employment, that's why I shared that. And because I talk about immigration on this channel, that's why I'm going to share this video, as well as one other one, because I think they're fun. I know we got a war with Iran going on, but this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and why not today? So we're going to pick up on this video called Immigration. I don't want to share the whole thing because there's only so much editing I want to do. I forgot to mention that Samson can be rather vulgar, whereas I don't think Tom McDonald is. I know Bryson Gray isn't, because Bryson is a openly Christian rapper and just decides not to go there. But nevertheless, I'll edit out some. Don't want to seem like I'm totally co-signing, but the beat is on point. You might even see me dancing along to it. Let's check him out, Samson and Immigration.
If you're illegal, we don't want you here. I don't care if you're brown or if you got blonde hair. I don't care what color you are, it's all the same. If you're as white as Elon or dark as Cobby Lame, you do it legal. And if you don't, get the fuck out. Rules keep our lives civilized, otherwise we bug out. If we don't vet citizens at the entrances, and it's a recipe for disaster. We can't just let anyone in, that's crazy. They ain't just grabbing random people, they ain't just driving around and packing vans with Latinos. This ain't a haphazard attack on the Latin scene, it's cracking down on those who came through a passage that was illegal. I don't see the issue, and most Mexicans don't either. It's always the younger crowd that's acting so eager. So the kids, ask the parents what they see. If they're immigrants, I almost guarantee they disagree. See, there's no one more proud in this country than those who came to it and did it the legal way and made dough and attained it. Then they turn around and see this protest nonsense. All these posters for folks who didn't go through the process. My father-in-law came to this country with nothing, no money to his name, turned nothing to something. And when he sees these videos of all the sudden destruction, he looks me in the eyes and tells me that he's fucking disgusted. You'll never see him in that crowd, it's just a bunch of kids holding up ICE signs, but they don't know what they did. They don't even know who the hell was detained. And if you asked them, I bet they couldn't even tell you their names. It's insane, there's no sense to be had, no thought whatsoever, no direction or path. If you're protesting being sent back to your country, then why the would you be holding up the Mexican flag? Explain it to me, cause really it doesn't make any sense to me. Who's the enemy? Your movement perplexes me. That's like breaking out of prison and going straight to the street and holding up a picket sign for the penitentiary. You know, I always been a firm believer in statistics. I always thought the numbers that you see are realistic, but I don't know, after the riots in LA, I think the unemployment rate is way higher than they say. Look at you.
Well, what's interesting is this song was put out roughly 6 months ago, and you would think he's talking about Minneapolis, but no, he's talking about some of this stuff going on, I guess, in LA. I don't remember the riots against ICE being so flamboyant until it got to Minneapolis, but nevertheless, let's skip ahead to another part in the song.
Now look, I ain't heartless. I know that there's a lot of anger and pain this causes. There's a lot of people that did no harm at all, but you gotta understand, dog, the law is the law, and breaking it with good intentions doesn't make it right. You ain't exempt from the consequences, you gotta pay the price. You should've thought twice before you did what you shouldn't, but I'm willing to bet that you knew the risk and you took it. And that's the problem, why you came here in the first place. The fear of getting caught wasn't as worse as your birthplace. Just food for thought, instead of trying to elude the law, maybe you should all be trying to solve the root cause. Why is it our duty to adjust our immigration? We ain't the ones to blame for the function of your nation. Instead of coming here and telling us we need to change, how about you try to start a movement in the country that you came from? I know what you're gonna say, that's a hard sell. Corruption in the government and plus the cartel, those are big issues, something we need to sift and get through. And I'd be more than happy if we helped fix it with you, but not like this. Not by taking down our borders, but by giving you what you need so you can salvage yours. Military support and economic assistance to go to war with the forces that's threatening y'all's existence. It wouldn't be that hard for us to chisel off a piece. Look up a chart, dog, I mean we've almost given y'all the least. So fuck it, we're already stuck in debt with trillions. So what's it gonna hurt to spend a couple extra billion? In my eyes, helping our neighbors is critical. I'd rather give you residuals than Ukraine and Israel. We've given them hundreds of billions of dollars each, and you know how much we've given y'all? 3. I ain't saying that you need it or to beg us for it. I'm just saying that we spend a lot and we could lend support. I'm all for helping out the country to the south of us, but politicians never put their money where their mouth is. They all
Right. All right, we'll stop right there, and I want to share a different one. And this video is called The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense. Great title for January 6th. And it's worth going back to that because the beat is so good. And the rap is so good. I want to show you how he gets it started off and how he ends it. I think you're going to like it. But you're going to have to endure the cackling one for about 5 seconds, maybe 10.
December 7th, 1941. September 11th, 2001. And January 6th, 2021.
Newsflash, nobody gives a fuck about it. We all admit that it was pretty dumb, but that's about it. When we saw the news, we were shocked and we were kind of tense. Like, damn. Then we forgot about it by the 10th. Nobody's walking around stressing over Jan 6. It happened and that was it. We haven't gave a damn since. It's all good when riots are kept in the hood, but now you're freaking out cause this was in the neck of your woods. Now it's a big deal. Now it gets real. Now it's important to us. Not back then in 2020 when stores were boarded up. Not back then when goods were looted and folks were brutalized. Not then, but right now, cause it happened to the suit and ties.
So you can see he's got a good flow, and when he did it, he apparently had been away from making videos for a little bit. So the way he ends this is pretty cool. Let's check that out.
I refuse to show concern for a group of people that I have no respect for. I won't go there. I'm not happy about it. I'm not mad about it either. I'm just neutral on the issue. I just don't care. Yeah, I'm back.
He's good. I like him. I wish you could have seen me dancing, but for some reason when I tried to put myself in the upper left corner of the video, it would really start jittering. And so I had to go to leave myself off dancing in the background. But anyway, culture can't have an effect. It had an effect on me. I wish this stuff could be played on the radio. But hey, YouTube's good. He's got, I think a couple 300,000 subscribers or more. And people have seen it. Other folks have done reaction videos to it. It fits in line with the content that I have here on this channel. So I thought I'd share it. I like him.